Over the last couple months, we've seen the price of silver climb higher and higher, but today we are seeing something different. We're seeing a pullback. Is this the start of a new trend? Are we going to see silver price go lower and lower from here? Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Real quick, I want to point out on the 60-day silver chart, it hasn't been straight up the whole time. I mean, right here in mid-November, we actually saw the price of silver come down over $1 before continuing higher. So it's pretty natural to see these ups and downs, a fluctuation of 50 cents or $1 here or there. So I'm not super concerned about the dip today, but I have been projecting a overall pullback at the start of 2023 before we see another silver price rally. So is that what's going on today? Is that what's starting right now? Before we get into the price analysis of everything going on today, I do want to mention if you're looking to buy the dip over at Bullion Max, they have a really cool deal going on right now. So if you go to their main page and then click on deals, you can see they're actually giving you a free silver maple leaf with the purchase of 24. So if you don't know, Canadian silver maple leafs, they come in these tubes that hold 25 coins. They got a yellow topper, and if you buy 24 of their maple leafs, they're going to give you the 25th coin for free. So if you're already going to be buying maple leafs, this is a pretty cool deal. I've been stacking a lot of maple leafs this year, and my favorite ones to buy are the 2022s. They're not going to milk spot. They're absolutely gorgeous coins. So if you want to check them out, I will put a link down below in the description. Now, if we go back to precious metals prices, we can see gold is actually still above $1,800 at the moment. Silver at this point in time is down 50 cents. If we look at the ask column, we can see silver sitting at $23.63. So definitely below that $24 an ounce that we were used to over the last few days. Platinum is still above $1,000 an ounce, and palladium is actually priced higher than gold at the moment. If we look at the ask column, it's about $50 more expensive than gold. But what's interesting is that today, yes, the price of precious metals fell, but also the stock market, we're seeing a decline there. We are seeing an uptick in the US dollar. So the dollar is getting slightly stronger today, pushing everything else down. If we go over to cryptos, we can see those are taking a not huge hit. I mean, cryptos can be very volatile, so they're kind of flat at the moment, but they are still down for the day. So why is all of this happening? Why is the dollar stronger and basically everything else going down? Well, we're going to look at two different articles. This one here that just came out not too long ago says gold prices are holding support above $1,800 an ounce as U.S. pending home sales fall 4% in November. So let's talk about why the home sales would actually affect the strength of the dollar, right? So if we read here, it says, rising U.S. mortgage rates due to the Federal Reserve's aggressive monetary policy stance continue to take its toll on the U.S. housing sector as fewer consumers start the process of buying a new home in November. The U.S. pending home sales fell 4% in last month following a drop of 4.6% in October, the National Association of Realtors said on Wednesday. The data was weaker than expected as consensus forecasts called for a decline of around 1%. So they thought that home sales would go down 1%. They ended up going down 4%. And basically, if less people are buying new homes, well, there's going to be less debt floating around, less money floating around, because remember, when you take out a loan to buy a house, you're actually creating more currency. So if there's less currency floating around, then this is going to make the dollar stronger, right? I mean, this should help with inflation. This is basically what the Fed was trying to do, raise rates so no one could afford to buy a new house. There's going to be less money and inflation would go down. At least that was the theory. So is this going to continue to drag gold and silver prices down from here, or is this kind of just a one-day thing? The headline of the Jim Wyckoff article today is Price Pullbacks in Gold, Silver on Routine Profit Taking, right? So obviously Jim doesn't think this is the start of a new trend. He's saying, look, this is just a corrective pullback, and this is kind of to be expected. We saw gold and silver price go up. Now they're just kind of coming back down. This is sort of one of those week to week moves. It's nothing crazy here. He writes, gold and silver prices are lower in early U.S. trading Wednesday on corrective pullbacks from recent gains that saw gold hit a 6-month high Tuesday and 8-month high last week. February gold last down $11, and March silver last down 11 cents. Global stock markets were mixed overnight. U.S. stock indexes are pointed towards slightly higher openings when the New York day session begins. Obviously, that didn't happen. The marketplace is quieter following the Christmas holiday and just ahead of the new year. Many markets, including the precious metals, are looking for fresh, fundamental inputs to drive price direction. So, yeah, we're kind of waiting to see what happens next year, obviously. He talks about oil. And then if we look at the 24-hour spot gold bid here, it's interesting they use the bid when pretty much everyone else uses the ask. But whatever, that's a topic for a different video. If we look at what happened to the price of gold yesterday, look at this huge jump up in gold in the markets open. It was like, boom, crazy spike, right? And then it's just been falling ever since. So this is the profit taking, right? The price pullback. Everyone's like, well, I got this paper gold. I made a few bucks. Let's sell it. And that's kind of why we're seeing this right here. At least that's what Jim says. It could be due to the housing numbers. Obviously, there's multiple factors, but the dollar strengthening certainly is going to push precious metals and everything else down. So he says, technically, gold futures bulls have the firm overall near-term technical advantage. Prices are in a 7-week-old uptrend on the daily bar chart. Bulls' next upside price objective is to produce a close in February futures above solid resistance at 1900. Yeah, if gold can get above 1900, then we could see it really move up from there. Then he talks about the bears' next near-term downside price objective is pushing futures below solid technical support at 1775. So if we hit 1775, we'll see how low it can go. This is Jim's market rating, 7.0. If you don't know, it's on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the most bearish, 10 being the most bullish. So 7, he's still bullish on gold. And then here's the 24-hour spot silver price chart. Not as big of a move up in silver as compared to gold yesterday, but we are definitely seeing that dip today. Let's see. He writes, silver bulls have the solid overall near-term technical advantage. All right, so we're still in a bull pattern. Silver bulls' next upside price objective is closing March futures prices above solid technical resistance at $25. So we got to get silver over 25 before we can see it push higher from there. And then the bear solid support is at $22. So if silver falls below 22, the floor falls out and who knows how low it can go, right? But his market rating for silver is actually 7.5. So a little bit more bullish on silver than gold, which is interesting to note. I would say this change in price today, it's not the start of a new bear pattern. I don't think so. I think this is just kind of one of those week to week things where we see price go up, price come down. So I'm kind of waiting to see it level off, and then maybe tomorrow it will go back up. Who knows? Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I don't think this is the start of a huge downward trend in silver. I kind of think we're going to level off, maybe move up a little bit from here into next year, and then I'm not exactly sure when we will see the price dip. I'm still calling for a dip in 2023. Probably that'll be around February at the next Fed meeting, but who knows? So I'm curious to know your thoughts on everything going on with silver price today. Let me know down below in the comments section, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.